Okay, we're back again. YouTube ain't really liking me today. So, after the stream crashed, the Niners ended up scoring. So, if anyone wants to watch the play, this happened. Nick Chubb scored a touchdown. So the Niners are winning, and the game didn't crash, just the stream. The stream messed up, but the game didn't. Yeah, I was told the Aviators were EA's love child. So the Niners do score. Hopefully we don't have continuous issues with the stream today, because this is a bad stream for it to be messing up. So the Niners are on the board, and now we get to see the Columbus Aviators offense, featuring the $40 million man. Not 40 mil per year, but 40 total, because he's a cheapo. It's Money Matt Corral, who has been very good throughout the postseason for Columbus. His fourth team in 4 years. He was amongst the league leaders in yards, touchdowns, and interceptions. The trifecta. Number 85, Sam Laporta, the real name to watch on the offense. He had like 200 yards in the AFC Championship game. He's him, pretty much. They have rookie running back Dontavius Brown, who got hurt on a oh dear, Jordan Davis is hurt already. Dontavius Brown got injured on a special teams play late in the AFC Championship game. The Aviators are lucky that he's, all good. He's pretty much baby Nick Chubb, although he's not built like a baby. He's 6'4", 250. He's a big dude. Corral goes up the middle. Is that Brown again? Yep. Dontavius Brown with 2 early first down receptions. That play did not work as well. Sam Laporta gets the ball and he loses 6. Rare Sam Laporta L. There's Drake London now. He makes up the yardage. But it is a 3rd down and 8. On with Drake London, the other real name to watch at receiver is probably David Bell, who was very good in the AFC Championship game, and obviously no Rondale Moore certainly hurts things as the pass is broken up by Darian Kendrick. He had a big interception in the NFC Championship game against DJ Uiagalelei, his former Clemson teammate. So far, so good for the Niners. It's early. But they got a touchdown. They got to stop. Pretty much every OFL Bowl this year has been close. Last year with the Giants and Chiefs, it was kind of close. The year before, it was very close with the Keenan Allen play against the Diablos. And I was expecting this game to be the closest of the bunch. And again, it's early. It's only the first quarter. But the 49ers look very good right now. San Francisco knows a thing or two about winning OFL Bowls. The Niners all-time are 3-0, thanks to yours truly in OFL 20. Obviously, the Aviators, being a reload team, have never made it this far. DJ turned mid against us. Time to make Corral back into check down Corral. Well, the throw to what's-his-face, Laporta was certainly a check down and backfired. There's Trey Lance's first incompletion. He's 6 for 7 with 67 yards. Trey Lance just needs to be a field general for them today. If he doesn't miss a lot of throws, the Niners should be good. And he's had a lot of games this year where he has not missed a lot of throws. As he is incomplete there, the Niners should punt. I would punt the ball. No reason to get cute. But they are going to try to be cute. They're going for a 56-yard field goal. Oh, he might have nailed it. Yeah, nope, he didn't get it. I think it had the distance, but it looked like it was to the right. Yeah, that definitely had the distance, but it was inaccurate. So that'll probably end the first quarter. The Niners look good. They lead 7-0. But, oh, there's still a second left. As I was trying to say, that missed field goal certainly changes things, and the Aviators get new life. We'll see what they can do on the final play of the quarter. Corral is sacked to the ground. Sack Barrett brings him down. So the Niners lead 7-0 after the first quarter. San Francisco's looking good. The Aviators got to show something on this drive. Their pass game has been pretty mediocre. They haven't ran the ball at all, although whenever Dontavius Brown has gotten the ball, good things have happened. So I feel like they should give Dontavius Brown the ball more. That would be smart. As Corral misses for his tight end, Sam Laporta. Now it's 3rd and 21. They're going to need to go deep. Corral has all the time in the world. Nobody's getting open, though. He eventually chucks it downfield, and it is caught! Finally, something goes the Aviators' way. I think that's David Bell, who had the game-winning touchdown last week against the Diablos, where nobody covered him at all for Lord knows what reason. That's like the first positive thing that has happened to the Aviators all day. We'll see if they can build off it. Dontavius Brown finally gets a carry, and he gets almost a first down. I told you, when you get the ball to the rookie, good things seem to happen. Another good run for Dontavius Brown. Keep feeding him the ball. Let baby Nick Chubb play like Nick Chubb. Toss for Brown. He gets popped. What a hit. By Bobby Wagner. Still feels weird having him in a Niners jersey, since we had such a big rivalry with him all those years ago in OFL 20. That just doesn't look right. Bobby Wagner should not be in a Niner jersey. Corral going for the end zone. It's a touchdown. Who's 89? I don't know who that is, but he just tied the game for his team. It's not Drake London. It's not David Bell. What other receivers do the Aviators have? Obviously, it's not Rondale Moore, because he's hurt. So the Aviators are back in the game. Here, I could probably find out who the receiver is by pressing the circle button. I'm stupid. Hold on. Brian Edwards. I'm black. What happened? Are you sure about that? But, yeah, the Niners scored, and then the Aviators scored. So it's now 7-7. San Francisco's been the better team so far, but that last drive and the missed field goal, it definitely puts the Aviators back in the game. They should probably have the momentum right now over San Francisco, but okay. Back to Nicholas Chubster. Chubb again. He doesn't get much. If the Columbus run defense... Hey, AJ, throw me the tackle. If the Columbus run defense can force them to throw the ball, then that could really close the playbook a little bit for the Niners. Trey Lance scrambles and doesn't get it. After the Niners completely dominated the first quarter, it's like the second quarter has been a complete flip-flop. Remember when Nick Chubb killed the Panthers? I do remember that. The Niners need Nick Chubb to do that again. Oh, what a punt! From Ariza. What a punt, but in lowercase. We don't need to act overly excited about what a punts from that guy. Opinion on Draco Thompson OCAA. Is he good? If he's good, then good for him. That's my opinion. I'm all for the Niners, but I want an entertaining game, and the villain Matt Golden Corral is looking to play. Yeah, I think the Aviators are a fun story as like the villain, unlikable team, and then the Niners are like the opposite. I feel like they're likable. So, I don't know. I feel like these two teams are kind of perfect for each other. So I think regardless of who wins, I think it'll be kind of a fun story with the bad boys versus the good boys. There's Sam Laporta, his first catch for positive yards. He's a linebacker and he's returning the ball on kickoffs. Huh. Quite the athlete, clearly. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Yeah, but you guys aren't the bad boys, though. That's a problem. The Aviators are the bad boys because everyone didn't want them to be here. Look at the clock. There's only 2.5 minutes left in the first half. The second quarter has flown by. And luckily for us, we haven't had any stream issues since the end of that first drive. Good boys, what we gonna study today? See, now you got the right idea. Now we're at the 2-minute warning. Dan or Matt Corral? That's a good question. Obviously, for the long term, Dan's the only correct answer. But, like, for the short term, like, who's better now? I feel like I have to say Corral, but I don't think you can go wrong either way. I think they're in the same tier, put it that way. This game is going really fast so far. Corral is sacked again, and Elijah Vera Tucker is hurt. So, he gets sacked, and they lose a starting offensive lineman. All right, bye. Let me know who wins. Wow, Hector's actually going to class. Who would have thunk it? 3rd and 19. They run a read option. Why? What was the point of that? And the Niners aren't calling a timeout. That's pretty stupid, too. Bad play call, and then a bad decision by San Francisco to let the clock run out. Was that Derek Jeter with the sack? Niner legend, Derek Jeter. Nearly a one-a-punt. If you were an NFL wide receiver, would you rather play on the Panthers or the Broncos? I guess by default I have to say Denver. But obviously neither of those are good. But at least like Denver, you have a quarterback who maybe will figure it out. Whereas in Carolina, I don't feel so confident. I mean, for crying out loud, you got to throw it beyond the line of scrimmage for it to work. As a DJ Moore guy, I'm kind of conflicted because I know the Packers are linked to him. Not that they had the balls to go out and get him, but like, I've been on the DJ Moore agenda for a while, and obviously the DJ Moore agenda would probably be better off if he's somewhere other than Carolina. But I would prefer if he doesn't end up in Green Bay. Which, again, I don't think Green Bay's front office has the balls to go out and trade a high pick for a guy like him. That'll wrap up the first half. The Niners... Wait. Oh, there's 2 seconds left. Never mind. Why did the Niners not call a timeout? They could have had 1.5 minutes and 2 timeouts. But instead, they didn't call a timeout and chewed the clock. I'm baffled as well. Both of these teams who have been aggressive whenever we watch them, they're both playing not to lose. That's so stupid. The Niners could have had 1.5 minutes and 2 timeouts, and they just chose not to. Can both of these teams lose? Can we get the Browns and Vikings here like what was supposed to happen? Please? Because neither of these teams look like they want to win right now. Overall, honestly, not the best first half. Considering how much fireworks there have been throughout the playoffs, I've got to say I feel underwhelmed. But there's still another half to go. At least the game is close. Even though I don't think it's been all that exciting, at least it's close. So I think the second half should be fun. Really don't think I could play with Russ based off of personality. I can't really argue with that. If you're going to choose Carolina just because you don't want to be with Russ because he's corny, then I do not blame you in the slightest. Because I don't know if I'd want to play with him either. See the new Subway Russ commercial? Another thing for the Russ's corny argument. DJ Moore should be a fumble! And it's picked up by the Niners! What were we talking about this game not being exciting? Matt Corral is strip sacked and it's picked up by Jordan Davis. Bobby Wagner might be the MVP of the game so far. He's been awesome. Bobby Wagner winning the OFL Bowl MVP in a Niners jersey is like weird. I don't know how to feel about that. That just doesn't feel right. Good to see Nathaniel Hackett as the coach for both teams here. Right on. The Niners pass rush has been really good today, and now they're going to try to take the lead. Look at Nick Chubb go. I'm not re-signing Wagner. It's okay. Still, I don't feel like he should be allowed to win OFL Bowl MVP in a Niners jersey. Just because he was so great in OFL 20 against our rivals, or being on our rival. That just doesn't feel right. And Nick, who had Bobby Wagner in OFL 20, would probably agree. Nice touchdown for Cole Riggs, the rookie. And the Niners are back on top. I'm surprised someone on defense hasn't fought him yet. I don't blame you. That'd be funny. Although, I don't think Russ would be the type of guy to keep the fight going. That would be humorous, though. If, like, Bradley Chubb walks up to him and just socks him in the face. Thoughts on the McCaffrey trade? Obviously, I think Carolina's a winner. They got a 2, a 3, and a 4, and I think a 5 for a 27-year-old, older, injury-prone player. I know 27, nice hit. I know 27 isn't old, but for a running back, it is. I was saying in the server, I think yesterday, I feel like the loaded 2017 running back draft class is probably going to really start to fade out soon, especially because this year's running back draft class is also loaded. There's like 6 or 7 really, really good prospects. So, I think eventually you're going to start to see some regression from these guys soon. Cook and Kamara already look like they've lost a little bit. McCaffrey, not so much. How did he not pick that? McCaffrey hasn't really gone down in play, but, I mean, with his injury history, it almost feels inevitable. So, for Carolina's perspective, even though they're losing a superstar, I think in the long haul it's probably good. And then for the Niners, I don't completely hate it. I don't think they got fleeced because McCaffrey's, in my opinion, when healthy, probably the best player at his position in the league. I would say at this point either him or Nick Chubb. But San Francisco's given up a lot. They already don't have a 1. And the point of the Kyle Shanahan scheme is to make anyone look good at running back. Why else have guys like Jeff Sims and Raheem Mostert and Elijah Mitchell looked like good players? So I almost feel like it's just like a luxury. The Niners are lucky the NFC is weak, but I don't know how high their ceiling is with Jimmy Garoppolo. I know a lot of Niner fans feel better with Garoppolo starting, but I've always felt the ceiling is higher than with Trey Lance, and you got to go for the ceiling. Only one team can win the Super Bowl. So, but I'm interested to see how it plays out. Apparently he's supposed to play on Sunday, because apparently he's going to learn the playbook in like 3 days, because, you know, Stanford education and all that. Jeff Sims is not. I meant Jeff Wilson. I don't know where I got Jeff Sims. I meant Jeff Wilson. Same person. The Aviators are starting to move the ball down the field again after their turnover on the last drive. Sam Laporta has 10 yards. Who's covering him? If Bobby Wagner's been covering him all day, then he is the MVP. Brown loses yardage on second down. Who's 32? John Johnson. Toronto Husky legend. They don't need to use Debo in the run game as much, and it gives Jimmy a guy in the short game. That's true. Obviously, it'll open a lot of things up for the Niners offense. I think Debo's probably going to prefer it because he'll be able to be used as a receiver. and it gives him another short option in the pass game. George Kittle's health is a question mark as well. So you got to hope one of those guys can consistently stay on the field out of McCaffrey and Kittle. So I think the ceiling could be high for the Niners if it all works out, if McCaffrey can stay healthy for the next 2 to 3 years and stay good. But it's pretty risky trading all of that for an expensive, injury-prone running back. You should probably drop Jeff Wilson. I don't think he has much value. The Aviators get the touchdown. Is that Sam Laporta finally making some plays? Yes, it is. Sam Laporta ties it at 14. I know Kyle hasn't slept. That boy is chalking up plays like a bad man. Kyle is probably wrecked right now. He's probably having a lot of fun. With how loaded the Niners' backfield is, they don't have to consistently give CMC the ball. That's true, but Carolina also has good depth running backs. Deontay Foreman, I've always thought, was kind of underrated. He was quietly really good last year when Derrick Henry got hurt. And Chuba Hubbard's fine, too. So Carolina's also had the ability to have the same luxury, although McCaffrey hasn't gotten injured this year. I don't know how much it's going to hold up. So I think it really could work out, but it's also risky. So I don't think it's a terrible trade for the Niners. I think it's like a C+. It could very well work out, but it could also very well flop in their face. Just picked up Chuba Hubbard. Yeah, get those Panther running backs. I don't know which one to start this week, though, because I don't know which one's going to get more touches with Chuba and Foreman. So this week will be telling, but it doesn't hurt to pick one of them up. I feel like Chuba's going to be the more popular guy because everyone knows who he is, but look out for Deontay Foreman. Third and 3, nearly intercepted. Another dropped pick, but this time by the other side. That would have been a pick 6 had he held on and could have completely broken open the game for the Aviators. Nearly another what a punt from Matt. Your heart sank. If I was you, I think my heart would have sank too. I don't blame you. That could have been bad. But the Aviators will still get the ball. They can actually take the lead here, and that's a good start to the drive. Matt Corral is quietly, minus the fumble, playing a really, really good game. He's been better than Trey Lance. Not that Trey Lance has been bad, but Trey Lance hasn't made many big throws. Corral has. I can understand losing to Josh Allen in the bowl, but you got to win the NFC. And lucky for them, the NFC's wide open. The Eagles look legit, but it's only week 7, and we've seen teams like the Cardinals and Steelers fall off the face of the earth after starting off hot. I've got to assume one of the really good on-paper teams are going to figure it out. With Green Bay, the Rams, and the Bucs, I probably at this point have more confidence in the Bucs. So I've got to assume one of the two of those teams figure it out. The Cowboys look good. We'll see how they are with Dak. The Vikings are 5-1. The Steelers also had a baked potato at quarterback that year. That is true, but even so, being the last team to lose isn't a guarantee for success. The Steelers and Cardinals both did not win playoff games after being the last team to lose. Although I think this Eagles team is definitely better than the Cardinals last year. And probably the Steelers too. Third quarter in the books. A much more exciting quarter. We're tied at 14. And Columbus has football in enemy territory, looking to take their first lead of the day. Do not jinx us. How could I jinx you? I complimented the Aviators, so if anything, I might have jinxed them. Well, there's a start to the jinx. It's a hold on Grant Harris. And they will have to move back 5 yards. Oh, the Eagles. Oh, okay. What if I want to jinx them? The Aviators make up all the yardage from the penalty and more with David Bell. Brown with a nice run. I think they're going to call a face mask. Yep. So now they'll be at the distance to the goal line. Congrats on the win. You guys aren't even losing yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's 8 minutes left and you're not losing. Do we beat Texas tomorrow? I'm all for Texas losing, so I hope so. And you guys probably are better than Texas, although on paper Texas certainly is a very good football team, but Texas losing is a win for everyone else, so go Pokes. Think the Ravens are going to figure it out. Probably. Maybe. They should. I mean, I think they're the best team in the division. But obviously they've got a lot to focus on. Columbus just got stopped. They got a kick. No reason to get cute. Kick the field goal. This is the correct call. I almost nutted hearing that. So if I say go Pokes again, what's going to happen? Columbus takes the lead on the field goal. Their first of the day. See, I told you the Niners aren't out of it. They're down by 3. Whoa, chill. Go Pokes. This is fun. So the Niners get it back. 6:32 left in the fourth. They were down by 3. What do they have up their sleeves there? Nice throw by Lance to start the drive. I think that's Eric Gilbert. I don't think he had an X Factor, so I'm pretty sure that's Gilbert. What school is the Pokes? The Pokes is Oklahoma State. Go Pokes. Nick Chubb has been pretty mid today. He hasn't been bad. He's averaging like 4 yards a carry, but he hasn't... We're not seeing Nick Chubb versus Carolina. Now 3rd and 3. If they don't get it, I've got to assume they're going to go for it, right? Well, I don't think they're going to go for it now. Trey Lance is sacked. Biggest defensive play of the game by whoever number 49 is. Who is he? Could I have a name, please? Game, show me the back of his jersey. I can't really tell. Okay, we'll just punt. So now they're going to have to punt it. Got to assume the Aviators are going to try to run the ball a lot. Feed it to Dontavius Brown. My God. What a punt, but not with enthusiasm. Ariza is literally keeping the Niners in the game. So it would be fun to praise him, but obviously we know we probably shouldn't. Check it in play history. Would it say the defender's name in play?